Good afternoon, welcome to the Gentleman's Pixel Club, and this is Parodius. So, I would like to know, what would you get if you took R-Type, we remember R-Type, the great game it is, more drugs, beer, and a blender. If you mix this all together, what would you get? This is the game. And this is the title screen for it. I would have no idea how to pronounce this if I was over in Japan, and this is a Japanese game playing on the SNES, on the MiSTer FPGA, and to show it's Japanese, you wouldn't see this in a normal game. Look at all these wonderful characters you can play. You know, we have Michael the pig, we have a Stickman, we have a whatever that is, a Dracula, a baby, an R-Type spaceship, an octopus, no idea, and so on. But we're going to pick a girl here. And off we go. Listen to that music, listen to the tunes, look at the backgrounds. This is R-Type on acid. You know, we have a girl riding a rocket, shooting what looks like to be the American president wearing a green hat, collecting R-Type icons for boost up. This seems to be set on auto as well, so you don't do the boost yourself, it automatically does them, and I have no idea what's going on with these bells. If you collect a few bells, you boost to, I don't know, 200% your normal size, and you seem to be indestructible. I've only noticed that on the playback of the video, because when you're playing these games, you appear to be moving a lot faster than what you really are. When you look back at the videos retrospectively, you know, everything seems to be moving just a little bit slower. I'm flying through space or something, but effectively in a giant fairground by the looks of it, with these grabby things picking up enemies that you can shoot and you can destroy. I love the Japanese games. They're quite twisted, they're quite far out, and they're certainly a unique selling audience that you wouldn't so much get on the Western Isles. You know, I don't think they would sell too well at all. But we're playing this on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, which is being emulated from a hardware point of view on the MiSTer FPGA, as you all know, my go-to system of choice, which I think is absolutely fantastic here. You know, system accurate emulation, time is correct, speed correct. You know, you see it exactly as you would if you were playing the real hardware, and I've yet to encounter anything that I've got that doesn't run. Lost another life there. So, you know, if you are into your emulation, your retro systems, and you've only got room for one particular device, that is a thing to go for. That is a product to go for, the MiSTer FPGA. Back to this game. You know, you have no idea what the programmers were on when they did this. You know, I don't know what kind of drugs were available in Japan at the time, and why you would even think of this. You know, just look at the opening screen that we passed through. You had such a selection of wide and various characters that you could pick from, and you know, we've died, but we're gonna have another go at this. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for the R-Type spaceship. You know, it's closest to R-Type. Maybe we will be a little bit better doing that. You saw the auto flash in there again, which again, all the weapons are controlled for you. So player one start. And that's another interesting thing by Japanese games. You have a mismatch of UK language and Japanese language in terms of the credits, the system and everything else like this. You know, we're in Harbourland at the moment. Why is that not all in Japanese? Why is there so many bits in English, yet the title screen and the logo is clearly Japanese? And there is another version of this game that I was going to run, but it had way too much Japanese to make it even, you know, easy to select what you were going on. There was multiple more options in the menus, and I think it was actually a later version than this. So, you know, I need to take a look at that at a later day and see if I can actually figure out what is going on here. As to what's going on this, we're shooting the cranes, we're shooting the American guy, and you know, I do get some way, if I recall, into this, so you're not seeing effectively a repeat of everything we've done first time. Still haven't figured out the bells. And look at this, Konami, the biggest sign they could muster is being carried along, and it killed my little ship when I flew into it. Unfortunately, I'm not right back at the beginning. So we're going to shoot some more presidents here. And maybe get a little bit further than what we did before. The chickens, I like the way that the white chicken has nestled the two yellow chicks some of the time. So I've learned now that the bells, do make me indestructible where I'm not hitting things. I'm still a little bit nervous because you're going to go down to a normal sized chip here, but I am a little bit less worried. And I don't know why when you shoot the bells they go backwards. What does that mean? I must be getting further as the game is now cheating and is bringing in things to kill me from the left as well as the right, but hopefully I can dodge them all and not get hit. And the chickens with their escorts come back again as well. Didn't know that chickens could fly that high. And here we have an art gallery, a ballerina. So I've also managed to somehow upgrade my ship to a little green light. Don't know how that happened. Obviously it's one of the automatic things, so I do know how that happened, but I certainly don't know what option that is. And what in heaven's earth is this? A panda wearing a tutu, and it wants me to shoot the duck head. And look at his eyes bulge out as you hit it. Yeah, these programmers when they did this, it must be, no, that's too sensible. Let's have some more drink. Let's have some more whatever our poison of choice is. And when they're completely wasted, this is what they come up with. And kudos to the graphic designer. I mean, all this blends in so well. It's a bit of a crazy mess, but it absolutely blends in. So let's sit back for a moment and enjoy me fighting this boss. It was at this point I was wondering if I was doing something wrong because the amount of hits that I was getting on it, and it was still there, but hopefully not much longer. And there we go. So we are now magically back into space, or magically back into the twisted programmer's idea of what space can be as we fly through the blackness looking for the next madness that is going to hit us. And here we are, space fish. Douglas Adam would be proud, and I don't think he even thought of space fish, but these are clearly space fish, along with, I suppose, flying Christmas decorations. I think the only place they belong is some messed up Christmas tree. Quite easy to kill. And now we've got lasers, so we're moving into the Defender world of weaponry. And Defender is one game that I must actually play in the near future. It's been suggested on the thread that I do a challenge for that. Defender, I am absolutely useless at. I did play it live a few times, on the real machine. It used to sit next to a battle zone in something known as the British Airways Members Club, which was in Cranford, which is a very small town near Heston on the outskirts of London. But I was absolutely useless. Now I'm a cat man, and when I saw that, it was, what the fuck is this? That they've turned a cat into a submarine. It's absolutely mental, this game. Pufferfish that should be in the sea take a lot of damage and are flying to defend it. Cats with crosses, or Christian cats, again, take a lot of damage before they fall. And now I've gone under the water, so we've gone from space to above the sea to under the water in the space of a few moments. And I would love to know what that blue bonus collectible weapon was there. No idea to this day. So what I'm doing now is I'm just basically trying to shoot everything in front of me, keep a very close eye to see whether there's anything coming up behind me based on the earlier level that brought the fairground hooks in, and just really trying to survive. And I mean, look at that, we've got penguins now, penguins with underwater weapons and what may have been a snorkel, and the bells again. And here we are going above the water. back into the sky. Now, this is a lovely game when you have a look at it. You know, the graphics are absolutely brilliant, but you know, to know what's going on, to even have an idea of what's going on, there must be a hell of a lot of reading that I need to do. And now I get to shoot a pussy in the head. A pirate pussy, no less. Which has turned into a ship by the looks of it, as you saw the cannons come out the side of it. And off it goes into the sunset. Those chickens with the escort, I think, are a little bit far from home. I can understand if it was turkeys trying to get away from Christmas, but you know, those chickens appear to be way lost. So now we have an insane singing mermaid. You know, and she got me with her tail. That's just cheating. You know, you're used to things coming from the left, you're used to things coming from the right. Coming from the bottom is just not fair. So now I get to start again. I guess I'm heading towards it yet, because I've got these little black fish guys come out of the water on the lost chickens with nowhere near as much weaponry as I had before. Now this is playing, as I said, on the SNES, on the MiSTer FPGA, and it's absolutely brilliant. Now, I think I would have loved this game, you know, if I'd actually had it and owned it back in the day. I'd have played it for hours to see how far we can get. You know, I'm not particularly good at it, as all games, as you can see, but you know, I seem to be holding my own a little bit. She missed. So it'll be just a case to see how far I can get into this, you know, how far we can push us, how many levels there are indeed. And you know, her singer has taken me down there, and you know, it killed me, and I think I'm onto my last life as well, so there isn't going to be very much more of this gameplay left. But this has been a snapshot of one of the strangest R-Type games that I have ever seen, which has just been completely and utterly messed up when it's blended with drugs, beer and everything else. Hope you've enjoyed the video.